Hello, today I would like to show you a UBiee PowerPill, the carbon emission calculator, and what this will mean is it will calculate the type of fuel, the quantity that you use per day, and it will adjust it to the terms by using the UBiee PowerPill. So one pill is approximately good for 18.5 gallons or 70 liters of gas. And so all you need to do is really type in the amount of gasoline. I would say just put it in 5 liters here, or also say 6 liters of diesel you use. Maybe you have a small transport company, and maybe your fuel heating system that on the average, say you put another 10 in there. Then you've got the bunker fuel. If you maybe have bunker fuel in your system, that means you just have your own petrol station, or you have your refilling opportunity for your vehicles. So say you're using there about 500 liters, and kerosene, we just leave it free. Now you can see in this carbon calculator, you can actually adjust what reduction of carbon reduction you would be interested in, and you have a few choices, and it goes and varies from 10%, but it can also go up to 90%. So let's take a carbon reduction, say which is accurate, say 40% if you're happy with it. We do actually say that our reduction is never less than 78%, so just for information. So the fuel cost per liter or per gallon, say if you're in a country where you have liters, you type in the amount of liters. If you actually have human measurement on gallons, then you put in the gallon price. So say you are in the US, and say we put 3.10 per gallon, 40% reduction, and we're seeing if an adjustment of fuel savings of 10% would be fair, and we want to change it to the US dollar. So let's calculate it here and click on calculate, and what it will do, it will actually brings you a savings of $58,951 each year if you would have that consumption per day, which includes, as we have indicated, the amount of liters per day, or gallons in this particular case, 6 gallons of diesel, 0.5, this is a savings. So you really would see there's a lot of fuel being saved, and also you have a US dollar savings per day indicator. So you've got the per month gallon, you've got the per month gasoline, and so on. So you really have that fuel that is there actually being saved. So it sums up to quite some amount of money, as you can see. Of course, the bunkered fuel for your vehicles is in this particular issue the highest volume, so you would save about 155 US dollars. Okay, you have a 10% fuel savings indicated, so you see all this indicator here. That would be the savings. That would be savings in dollars and 10%. The amount of power pills you would need, so that means 0.3 here, 0.2 there, 0.5 there, and 27 there per day. So you've got about 28 pills to use every day. Per month, that would be 810 pills, or 81 packs, and per year 9,864. Now the fuel that is actually used is here indicated again, the 6 gallons what we showed, and this is what it is per month, this is what it is per year, and so on. It goes for gasoline, the 5 gallons, and so on. So here you see the carbon output that we would have from that. That's per day 13.5 kilo, 9.5 kilo, and so on. So you can actually see the output on carbon output that is there. That would be normally if you wouldn't use the pill. After 40% carbon reduction, this is actually what it would be left here. See, there's 8.8 kilos. So you actually have quite a lot of reduction on carbon emissions that you do not expose. So you save actually totally on fuel. You save a day 52 gallons. Per month, that's 1,563 gallons, or per year 19,000 gallons. Per day, it's 161 US dollars to the price that we indicated. Per month, it's over 4,845 US dollars. Per year, here's the total amount that you also see reflected here. This is the amount of 58,000. Now the total of power pills that you would need over years, about 10,000 of them, so it's not that much. So check it out and really have a good look. That means total fuel used is 521. It's gallons. Total fuel used over months is 15,000 here. and this is the total fuel that actually is being saved. So you have a good overview of the total figures. Okay, so that's what you actually have here. So total after carbon reduction. So you see the total reduction is actually quite lowered, so you will actually appreciate it. So thank you very much for your interest. This is our UBiee PowerPill carbon emission calculator, manufactured in New Zealand by New Image Group Asia and UBiee Corporation. Thank you very much for your attention.